$7.50 a gallon. Whoa! Oh, go. Oh man, I just went off the flipping road. Nope, I am completely stuck. -7. Holy moly. You see the bottom of the bed? It's completely frozen. Welcome back everyone to another camping with Tony from AB Camping. I'm in Alaska. We're in Fairbanks. Temperature is 10 degrees Fahrenheit, -12 Celsius. We're on our way to the Borealis Base Camp, where we've got some adventures booked, and we're also going to be exposed to one of the greatest auroras that has been seen lately. Hopefully tonight, and it's a crystal clear day, no clouds in the sky, should be stunning. We've got a lot of activities planned. We're staying in a dome, difficult to explain, but you'll see later. But right now we've got 23 miles to get there. Sun will be set sort of 4-ish, and I think then immediately we're going to start looking at the aurora. All right, we've made the turn onto their road, Himalaya Road. It's very bumpy. All right, I can see the domes in the distance. We are here. I don't know if they're going to let me check in early, but we'll see. There's some yurts. Oh, and there's the domes. Okay, so I've got to come back, find reception, but look at the domes in front, and they've got clear roofs so you can see out. Excellent. I wonder which one I'm in. Well, I've got to go and find the reception area, and then we can go and check in. We're here, and look at where here is. The Borealis Base Camp outside Fairbanks. And look at the view that they've got. So that's the restaurant there. We'll go and check that out later, but right now we're going to walk over and check out the cafe. My room isn't ready yet, but what a beautiful spot. So let's go check out the igloos. Hi. It's a full house, 90 people here tonight. Hello. Obviously a very popular spot. I am all the way at the end. Don't know why. Maybe it's to keep everyone else away from me. I'll show you the facilities later, but we're walking past the saunas. Look at that. I don't know how many domes they've got, or igloos as I think they call them, but you'll see they've got a clear plastic perspex roof, so you can look at the Borealis, you can look at the aurora yourself from your suite, your igloo. So we've got a few things planned. We got walking with reindeer tomorrow. What else we got? Man, it's cold. I think it's like 8 Fahrenheit. Yes, we've got walking with reindeer. Got dog sledding, sauna, and tonight and tomorrow night, got a professional showing me how to record, photograph the aurora. Doing it very early, 5:30 p.m. Usually it's about 11 p.m. they do it. But apparently it's going to be awesome viewing tonight, early. And the sun is almost gone. It's only 3 o'clock. Wow, it's just vast. Not much snow down there, but I guess that gets the sun in the distance. These things are incredible. So my igloo is just around this corner. I tell you, I'm glad I've got my insulated pants on. I'm definitely going to need a thicker coat tonight. Right, let's go find our igloo. 309 will be mine. It's not ready yet. but I'm right here on the corner. So this is going to be me. Wow, I'm excited. I think they're in there cleaning it. Wow, I really am on the end of this thing. Very cool. I'm going to have such a beautiful view. Looks like they were planning to build a few more. Maybe they are going to build some more. Stunning. Alright, let's go check out the cafe and get a coffee. Warm up a bit. So the cafe is on the other side here. Adventure Center. So I think this is where we're going to be doing dog sledding. Oh, this place is beautiful. I'd love to have a cabin somewhere like here. It's just stunning. There's so many trails. And in these spruce forests, it's just beautiful. Check it out. The last of the sun, the valley with that freezing fog down below. Ah, very blessed. Base Camp Cafe and Adventure Center. Oh, they're going off on a buggy adventure. Looks like we got snowmobiles, but I'm going to be doing snowmobiling myself. I want to rent one elsewhere. I don't need to do it here. Reindeer tours. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. All right, there's the cafe. Need a coffee. Wow, what a great view to have your coffee. Oh, and I can see the pipeline just there running up that hill. So we'll go and check out the pipeline in the next few days as well. Right, first of all, I need a big coffee. Oh, they got their own helicopter. Alpine Air Alaska. So someone's going on a helicopter journey. Very cool. Oh, just what a great spot. Right, I've ordered a peanut butter latte. I have no idea what that's going to be like. But check out this yurt. This is not amazing? Very cool. And that's the Adventure Center. Alright, I've got ages to wait till I can check in, about another hour, so. Okay, room is ready. So let's check it out. So from up here, it's my view. Unobstructed. Beautiful. Wow, I've got a great room. So let's have a look, see what we're dealing with. Lovely. Oh, this is awesome. This is incredible. What a great space. I've got a bathroom, big bathroom, and a shower. Lovely. I've got a mini bar, complimentary bottle of water, wine, not that I'm drinking. Coffee machine, excellent. And look, so here's my bed. And look at my view. There's no curtains because it's going to be pitch black soon. Oh, I'm going to see the stars. It's going to be absolutely superb. I wonder what they do in summer because it's constant light. No idea. Brilliant. Right, I've got to bring all my gear in and unpack. Right, welcome back everybody. Okay, so it's now a few hours later and I've set my camera up to record the Aurora. It's outside. You can just see it flashing out there, my camera lens. I will put it on screen, what I managed to record, and we'll see how it is. But right now there's nothing more to really report. I'm gonna wait a couple of hours for this to happen. I've seen some Aurora already. It hasn't really kicked off yet. I can't video it, it won't show up on the camera at all. But I will show you a time lapse of it once it's done. So I'm waiting for the guide to turn up just to make sure I got all my settings correct. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. And then if it's good, I guess I'll put it on, well, I've got to copy it off, so I can't put it on straight after this, but I'll see if I can remember. Otherwise, I'll put it on tomorrow morning when I show you around camp and we go and do our first of our activities. Good morning, everybody. Well, it's first morning here. What a sky last night. I'll put that footage up now. It was just an unbelievable aurora. And I was lying here in the bed, just looking up at it. Staggeringly beautiful. Right, it's very chilly outside. I think it's about -15, -14, something like that, Celsius. We're off to see reindeer this morning. We're gonna go over, see what's what, and then go and play with the reindeer. Well, not play with them, but walk with them. So, suited and booted. Gotta go over there to the adventure center. Oh, it takes your breath away when you walk outside. Look at this, it's so beautiful. Sun is only just starting to peep up. It's about 10 AM. It's just not very light at all. It's been dark up until not long ago. It's just, what a spot. It would be amazing if this was all completely covered in snow, all the trees. Wow, it's peaceful. Am I the only person here? No, it's fully booked. Okay, let's go to the adventure center. So with my big Canada Goose expedition jacket on, parka, I don't really need to zip it up. It's designed to go well below -30. Let me just check on the truck. I just realised I've left some drinks in the front cab and I think they might be frozen because the truck is frozen solid. And later I will go and move it to another spot over there and plug it in. I've got the heating on very low inside the back. Got to keep that on. Alright, adventure center. I can hear dogs barking. There must be the sled dogs. There's a lot to do here, a lot of activities. I was surprised. The restaurant opens at 7:30, so I went straight there to the restaurant to have breakfast. It was full. A lot of people, a lot of activities in the pitch black. It's kind of funny. That crispy sound. Got my -100 boots on. These things are so warm. My baffins. Alright, here we go. So, I've got to go and check in for my reindeer walk. Alright, here we go. We're going to go and check out the reindeer. But look at this truck. I need something like this with these monster wheels. This thing is my truck. This is a Toyota Tundra on steroids. I definitely want something like that. You could camp in the back of that, no problem. I've got the coolest toys in Alaska. Right, so we're going to see the reindeer in the pen, and then we're going to walk with them. So they just gave us a safety briefing, and here they are. Now I don't want to film other people's faces, but here are the reindeer. So I'm going to try and be careful with the filming, because not everybody will want to be on camera.
These guys are young, they're 2 years old. They're still growing, they still have a lot of time left. They live about 15 to 20 years. You can see Dwight in the way back, he is 7 years old. That is a good example of a fully grown reindeer. And then we have Miss Alice over here, who is 4 years old, and we're going to be walking today. Hi, sweeties. Yes, good boy. Let me give you a little sniff.
That's so cute.
Hank here is a little bit more dominant. You know, you can see
I think we're going to take him for a walk.
When you're walking them, you're going to grasp the loop like this right here, and then one hand here. It's going to give you a little bit of control. She likes to do that, so she likes to itch her muzzle just on here, so it's a little bit easier to tangle if you're doing two ones. One thing we never do, and you know this if you've done anything with horses, we never go like this, right? And guesses why you Yeah, exactly. So if she were to take off, she gets spooked, maybe a squirrel comes out of nowhere, the dog sleds are right over there, maybe a dog gets loose, they look like wolves to them, she would take off and then you would get with them. So in that case, you can just drop the lead. So the females have antlers too. That's unique among deer species. Your deer species are your servants. That's
Hey!
they're very
Hey! So we're walking together now. Just me and I think it's Alice is her name. Say hello to Alice. Hey Alice. She is beautiful. Now she's walking back quite fast because she knows she gets treats. Look at the moss here, Alice. Hey, what's that? This is the moss that you dug up earlier. You want to get some moss?
I had to separate fights before because Alice and Rory, one of our other females, got their antlers stuck together.
I thought I'd let her just finish off her moss that she found earlier.
Next time,
Yeah.
we feed them a lot of grain. We feed them about 4 quarts. So they get a lot of food plus whatever snacks we get.
No, they obviously prefer moss.
They do. They do. So I do in the summertime is I go through and I actually
Come on then, let's go. Come on.
help with their training as well.
Oh, she's lovely.
It's like in the morning they're not feeling
Well, this is a new experience. Usually I'm walking Bruce or Bolly, or Bruno or Bernie. Now I'm walking Alice the reindeer. There's no reindeer in New Zealand, and they're not allowed to bring them in either because of biocontrols. But they're so cute. Right, we're going to walk back to the compound and then feed them some treats. And I've got to teach them how to sit pretty. It's my mission.
Oh, Nibble, you hungry? Oh, you're not hungry.
Oh.
Alright, let's try the moss.
Oh,
You can
okay.
try this
Yeah?
like two.
See if I've got the magic touch. There you go. Oh, you are hungry. Took most of it. He took some of it. The moss, obviously, the old man's beard. We get old man's beard as well in New Zealand. Hey, you want some? You're gummy, aren't you? Hey?
Yeah, so these guys, their antler cycle is delayed, right? So normally in the wild, the males would have dropped their antlers by now. So they still have their velvet. That's also delayed. It probably will never come off, to be honest. Eventually they'll drop their antlers.
Right, we're going dog sledding. This could be cold. It's about minus 15 Celsius. So here's our mushers. Not sure who I'm with yet. Should be fun. So let's go and meet the dogs.
Just like all of us, right? We always end up moving here from somewhere, but I've been into sled dogs for 31 years. So my genetics that it kind of comes out of, it still goes back to Alaska, but it really comes down to lived in Maine for 26 years, knowing that there's Wade Mars that always placed in the top 5 of Iditarod. He had a dog, Darby, that basically was a 9-time finisher of the Iditarod.
Yeah.
Not a winner, but finisher. So that would be the actual these guys. So Spencer, Moosehead,
Hello,
another
pup.
brother that you can kind of see the
Hey,
resemblance.
it's all right.
But it's always a case of having Spencer, Moosehead, when they get along as brothers, it's great.
Oh, I see.
Problem is you have testosterone when
Yeah.
the female and he comes into season and so on. So there's a big difference in personality, especially with him.
What's his name?
Moosehead.
Moosehead.
Moosehead Lake.
Moosehead
And
Lake.
basically it's dogs that are all of our Great Lakes that we decided to name them after, but
Oh,
they're
cool.
very unique. And
Yeah.
I'll say that because they're all of them are great leaders.
What breed?
Perhaps
What's the
not
breed mix?
I'm not going to say it's from us, but it can be anything from the start of the Iditarod genetics that basically became a lot more.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just going to start to hook up the team.
Okay. So who's the lead?
To be honest, I'm actually switching them out every time.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, when I admit the last time was Moosehead and Wombat, they run together beautifully because they share a similar genetic, but they're also kind of
Wombat just looks so chilled.
Oh, I mean, his whole litter was this way. Very expressive eyes. When it's time for feeding, he's jumping on the roof. He's making a vent out of the excitement.
Hey, Wombat. Oh, who's going to be the lead? Oh, here we go. It's going to get noisy now. They know. Pick me, pick me, pick me. They all want to go. They're desperate. Oh, they want to go. They want to go. Hey, puppies. So
I did bring my racing team. So these are 12 of my best.
Wow.
Which can get a little scary sometimes if you don't have the right braking power.
Right.
So the sled I have is a red sled, kind of tucked over here, but it's a distance. It's a distance sled, so it does actually have an ability of sitting down to rest your knees, your back, so on. And the biggest thing about when I'm hooking the team up is you can't tolerate fighting.
Right, of course, yeah, you're the alpha, yeah.
You gotta learn from mistakes. Who runs with who?
Yeah.
You know, at the same time, they do have a preference on one side or another.
Oh.
And you're gonna notice that with their.
It's already swapped over. Hey, buddy.
If their rump is leaning out to one side, it's because we're going at a certain speed that the dog is capable of pulling faster if they lean out.
Okay.
There's no such thing as a perfectly built dog or human, right? But boy, you do see a lot of times genetics. It's like he looks just like his grandfather.
All right. Bracing. Here we go. Ah, once they get running, it's lovely. So peaceful.
Well, current genetics are just noisy the whole time.
Yeah.
I kind of giggle.
Your hearing must go.
You can hear the team.
Yeah.
They're angry when we take off the horn.
Wow, the sled handles nicely.
It sure does, and we all kind of have our preference on what sled we like. Each one's very different.
Yeah.
Which is strange, because it's a combination of a lot of dynamics involved. Honestly, a lot of it can also do with how the dogs are paired and how they run.
Yep.
If they run to one side or another of the trail, that makes a difference. It's kind of it's a very weird sport because of how the temperature is changing.
All right, you're on camera. Say cheese. Oh, we're missing a dog.
Right. Well, there's our purpose.
Whoops.
That, right? One less person to be towing down the trail.
Yeah.
To be honest, we're kind of a little overpowered already.
That's okay. There's nothing wrong with a bit of speed.
Oh, yeah.
What a beautiful trail.
Oh, and this is half the beauty of what trails we have to choose from. For instance, when we go to Old Murphy Dome Road. So that's a very, I should have thought about saying that.
No, I'm on it.
Well, the more demand you have, the more you have the ability of hiring other workers and so on, right?
I noticed you didn't have to give a direction there.
I actually said it very quietly.
You did say something. What did you say?
Ha.
Ha.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I say it quietly because the dogs are typically not being spoken to when we're on a training run. So
Right.
when I say a command, they almost lunge to it.
Oh, I see.
And it is something that actually derives from Russia.
So that's left.
Yep. And if you were to take a right,
Yeah.
which I'll again say quietly, G.
G. Oh, yes, of course. Okay.
And you know, there's certain voices that the dogs respond to, especially if they're raised by a woman.
Yeah. And they're listening for yours now, I'm assuming.
They are, but they've also learned the trick.
Okay.
You know, and the trick is to just go on the same course they did.
Oh, yeah, okay,
before.
of course.
But when we say we're doing this in a blizzard, which was probably a week ago.
Oh, of course.
the
The white
dogs
out,
did
yeah.
Amazing. They all day, they kept breaking trail, new trails.
Wow.
You can see that they stay right in the center of the trail because they can feel it. Changing your boots out to make sure your feet are dry. You're going to get trench foot.
Yeah, of course. This is
This is
so
going to be
cool.
one of our technical corners.
Okay.
It's going to basically come close to a tree on the right, so we're going to keep our body to the left.
Yep.
We're not leaning to speak of. But I may actually try to just stare.
I see someone's clipped that tree a few times.
Oh, I tell you, when we started this course, we were coming this direction and going around it.
Oh, okay.
So what can happen is if the sled is overloaded and you can't get it around that tree, or there's so many dynamics, right?
Yeah. This is just such a beautiful area.
Wombat.
Is he having a crap?
Yeah, you can't see.
Oh.
Quite honest, these guys are too funny.
Oh, thirsty.
He's scooping away on the sled.
Yeah.
Understanding that deep down, they would have had the option of drinking up to 2 quarts of meat juice this morning about
Wow.
5 a.m. So having
Is that
work
branch?
close by is very important. Yeah.
Duck.
But yes, having work close by is important, but at the same time, you know, we're having to live off grid and also provide water and food for these guys. So that's kind of the other example, as it's kind of a laborious life.
Yeah.
20 gallons of water is melted snow.
Yeah.
8 quart of firewood that we went through most of our pile during, I swear, just that month.
I'm not
30
surprised you
below.
would have been just burning it constantly. Yeah, those are crazy temperatures I saw.
But yes, you do start to recognize how important it is to plan ahead. When we go to town, it's not for one thing, clearly. You're planning a month without going to town.
Yeah. Oh, how did they get back before us? They took a different route.
And ho! Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Stupid miss.
All right. Thank you for that. That was awesome.
My pleasure. And of course, you are more than welcome to give everybody their good dog pet.
Yeah. Well done, team. Well done. Eh? Did a great job, these two brothers. Pups. Oh, that was fantastic. Tell you, if you haven't done dog sledding before, you've got to try it. It's so peaceful. I could do that for hours. The last of the sun. Such a short day. What a beautiful spot. All right, back to the room to chill out. Slap up dinner. Then a sauna. These are their snowmobiles. They've got loads of them. I think they've got a few out at the moment. And that's my next plan, is to rent a snowmobile. Right, I've got to just sort out Ashley's tip, and then we'll head back. What a stunning evening. I saw the helicopter leave earlier for a little tour. Looks like someone else is going for a tour, or they're going to go and pick someone up from somewhere. That would be a nice spot to take off and land. Tour around here. Very cool. Right, back to the room. Right, well, I bailed on the sauna, had a fantastic dinner, but I'm so tired. It's time for bed. I'm recording the Aurora outside as it's happening, so that footage will be there tomorrow. We're checking out tomorrow, and then we've got a start of a long drive up to Coldfoot, and then on to Dead Horse, which is like 12 hours of driving. So I'm going to split that up and we'll do another camping bit tomorrow and a cigar time tomorrow. So I will see you in the morning on the drive out of here. Night, everybody. Wow. It's going ballistic. That is absolutely crazy. Wow. What? This is unbelievable. Just keeps going and going and going. Good morning. Well, we're checking out today. It's 9 a.m. It's still very dark, but I see the sun might just be coming up sometime in the next couple of hours. So I'm off for breakfast. Need a coffee. It was a cold night. I don't know if I got much Borealis footage, but I certainly saw it in the middle of the night through the dome. About 3 a.m. It looked beautiful. So today we're heading off to Yukon, to the Yukon River, to fuel up for the big drive up to Dead Horse, and we're going to camp on the way. I've got my camp chair now, so I'm thinking I need a tent redemption camp. So we'll sort that out. But right now, I've got to go and get breakfast. That sunrise. What a great little camp. So it turns out the camp is closed all year except winter. They don't operate in summer. Just a winter place. Be too hot. But what a great spot. It's a shame I was too tired to have a sauna last night, but I was just exhausted because the phone kept ringing the night before to say, oh, there's a new Borealis is up. Otherwise, I'd have been in here for the sauna. I guess it would have been quite nice. Hey ho, right, breakfast. Well, that was a bit of a disaster. Their coffee machine is broken. There was no coffee there. I've come into their reception area. She's just popped next door. Beautiful little reception in this yurt with a fantastic view out. Once the sun comes up anyway. But they've got coffee in here. So I'm going to sit in here and have my coffee. As for breakfast, my one observation about this place is the restaurant is very understaffed for breakfast, extremely. There's people waiting around, coffee doesn't work, they're indifferent to it. In here, it's super friendly, but in the restaurant this morning, in the mornings, not so great. The food, average. So don't come here thinking you're gonna get a really good breakfast or anything like that. It's so-so, average, just to let you know, in case breakfast is really important to you and coffee is really important to you. You might want to have alternatives. Right, I'm going to have my coffee in here, looking out, and then we'll go and pack and head off. All right, we're all packed up, ready to go. I'm actually got my computer here because it's uploading my latest video. That's how complicated it is. Right, the temperature is 12 Fahrenheit. 12 Fahrenheit is minus 10, something like that, Celsius. Right, we're off. So we are now heading. Where are we heading to? We're going to the Yukon camp, Yukon River camp, to fill up with fuel. It's 70 miles. We'll get some extra supplies as well. And then we're off to Coldfoot, which is further north and going to be pretty cold. I just need to sort out this rattling and then we'll head off. Sun's coming up now, it looks lovely. Could be a bit difficult driving conditions with the sun in your eyes. But yeah, I'm gonna sort this rattling out and then I'll pick you back up on the road to Yukon. Right, I got that wrong. It's not 70 miles, it's 108 miles. So we've got 2.5 hours to go to get to Yukon camp to refuel. I just stopped off and scraped a whole load of ice off the roof. There was loads of it. That's what was vibrating and making so much noise. Whew. Right, so yeah, quite a schlep. 2 hours to there. I don't know if we're going to make it all the way to Coldfoot today, but we'll try because I do want to camp there and bring back memories of when I was there last year. Beautiful morning, exceptional. But I'll bring you back from, I guess, the Dalton Highway once we turn onto it officially. We just hit 0 Fahrenheit. It's only a few minutes later. So yeah, it's got 0 to, so 0 Fahrenheit, minus 18 Celsius. It's cold. And I can assume it's only going to get colder today. I'm waiting to see if this dips into negative Fahrenheit, but yeah, we're just hovering at 0 and 1 right now. I think after Anchorage where it was minus 18 Celsius, this will be the coldest that I've had the truck in so far. Hopefully it keeps operating fine. It's all set up for winter, winter fuel, winter oils and everything else. Antifreeze. So I'm hoping it's going to be okay. As I say, they did have this thing out at -40, -50, which is pretty extreme as well. Okay, we've got 56 miles to go. We've just arrived onto the Dalton Highway. This is the most infamous stretch of road in Alaska. Very famous. It's a bit of a vehicle wrecker. It's slightly maintained. This goes all the way up to the oil fields in Prudhoe Bay and Dead Horse, which is where we're going to eventually end up. But we're going to Yukon camp right now, which is just on the other side of the Yukon River. I bought the van up here a year ago that I rented, and it almost completely destroyed the van. It struggled so much on this highway because it was front-wheel drive, couldn't get traction on the ice. It was just ice the whole way. Shook it to pieces. Stone chips from the trucks just wrecked it. It's really tough. A lot of vehicle rentals are not allowed on this road, the Dalton Highway. It's that bad. As you can see, there's convoys of trucks, look. Oversized lorries travel this thing. It's just a nightmare. This is also how you get to the Arctic Circle sign, which is where we'll also stop off and have a look. Be nice to camp at the Arctic Circle. But the BLM campground there is closed, but we'll see if I can find a spot there. I need to find somewhere to camp eventually before it gets dark. It's now 12:15 in the afternoon, and as you can see from the camera, it's not that bright. It's pretty dull, and it will be dark fairly soon. Right, Yukon camp, let's get there. Still a ways to go, but look outside. Look at the trees. Some people call them snow angels or snow monsters. Further on, they're even more caked than this. What a hostile environment this is. And I am going to camp at some point further along on another day in the middle of those snow monster trees like I did last time. But this time, do it properly. It should be awesome. Look at this. Now this is where the van that I was in last year struggled like crazy coming up these hills. Couldn't get any grip, and it was a real problem because it was front wheel drive. This is rear wheel drive and four wheel drive. I'm just in rear wheel drive at the moment, and I've got plenty of grip. Plus, these are massive wheels, huge ice tires. studded from Arctic trucks. This thing is built for these conditions. The van was not, and of course it wrecked itself and crashed out basically in the end on the side of the highway, broke down with alternator failure and belt failure and everything. So 46 miles to go, an hour to go. Okay, almost there, 13 minutes, 8 miles. These conditions are atrocious. It's freezing fog outside. Visibility is, I don't know, 100 feet at some points, less. It's just getting worse and worse up here. I don't know if there's any snow predicted. Didn't look like it on the long-range forecast. And I just had to overtake a truck, a lorry. It took a while to find a route past. Didn't seem to be on the radio. Okay, 12 minutes. And then we can take a break, have something to eat, because I didn't get any breakfast this morning. And it's now 1 o'clock. So this is what it's like when you come up behind one of these trucks. Can't see a thing. Look at that. Leave it up to them to decide when they want to let you overtake. But it's a whiteout behind these guys. And I've got frozen wipers. It's crazy. They don't seem to want you to overtake. That's one thing I've noticed. They don't signal to say, okay, go now. Just nothing. I'm not sure if I could tell even if he was signaling because his lights were covered up in snow. But I've only got 4 miles to go anyway, so I'm in no hurry to get past. But look at that. You can't overtake. Can't see the road at all. Yeah, I don't think they like being overtaken.
Four-wheeler back there, you got a radio?
Here we go. He's talking to me. Hey there, yep, I sure do. I'm in no hurry. I'm going to Yukon. Thanks very much, man. Thanks a lot. That was good of him. Okay, so he was on the radio, the other guy wasn't. Okay, well, we're stuck behind a convoy. Some oversized vehicle up ahead, carrying what looks like parts for a bridge. And I don't want to overtake, I can't see anything. So I'm just going to be patient. It's only a mile to go to the camp anyway to fuel up. And they're probably pulling in there anyway. And the bridge is very narrow. So it's a very long wooden bridge and I don't want to go on there at the same time as these guys by overtaking them. So I'm just going to wait, be patient. Because there's vehicles coming the other way. So just take my time.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. this truck, I can't see anything. Complete and utter whiteout. That's ridiculous. Okay, so we're on the bridge. This is what I was talking about. Glad not to be sitting behind that guy. And then there's the Yukon River camp on the left-hand side. We're gonna go and refuel, have something to eat. There's the pipeline just on the right of the bridge. We'll be covering the pipeline later. Pretty busy.
Come on, what is there on service here? I appreciate it. Have a good ride.
Okay, and into the camp we go. So much ice on the roof. It's what's making all that noise. Right, let's go and refuel first. So what you have to do is you have to go into the shop, get the key to the padlock, and then you take a photo. You leave your credit card with them. You take a photo of the pump dial, and then you come back in, you get your key, and get your card back. So let me just take care of that now. Check out the key. It's on this enormous stick. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to lose this. That's way bigger than it was last time. Okay, so we're going to go over the pump. Oh, that's nuts. Ugh. Okay, over to the pump and then fill up. Okay, filling up. You thought your gas in California or wherever was expensive? $7.50 a gallon. $7.50 a gallon. Man, it's cold. It's just above 0 Fahrenheit. And it is frigid. Absolutely frigid. Oh. God. Definitely going to go inside and eat something and have a coffee. Fingers cold. Can't hold for long. Oh, there's that truck coming down. So there he is. That's the guy that we had to go past on the radio. He's coming out very slowly on the wooden bridge. Okay, right. Let's go and get something to eat. Bear activity in the area. Not this time of year, but okay. Let's get in here, get something to eat, and pay up. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Szechuan beef, noodles, soup, and the zesty. Absolutely lovely. This is the restaurant and the cafe. And they've got rooms in the back you can actually stay in as well, which you never know. I might do. I think they sell a lot of noodles. Right, I'm gonna tuck into this. Oh man, it looked good. Okay, I'm also gonna have, because those noodles were delicious, I'm gonna have a cherry pie with a lot of ice cream. This is a huge portion. Bon appetit. Oh yeah, that's good. That was good, but I'm stuffed. Oh, those guys, I'm gonna be behind them again with this huge truck. Look. So they stopped off and they had some lunch. I think they had the pie. So I've got to get past them again. They're all lined up. They're towing a lot of stuff. Right. All right, let's get out of here. So we've got, I think it's just 3 hours to Coldfoot, which means we're going to be driving in the dark. I'm not overly enthused about that, especially as it's now starting to snow. But I'm hoping it's not going to be that bad. I definitely need to get out in front of these guys. because they're going to start to move off any second. So yeah, I'm just getting out in front of them, which is good. Whoa! Oh, go. Oh man, I just went off the flipping road. Okay, I'm gonna have to back out of this. Hold on. I just went in some deep, deep stuff trying to avoid them. Okay, let's get out of here. All right. Oh no, now I'm wedged in. I'm gonna try and get out of this. I can't get out. I might need towing. I can't get out. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. Let me lock the diff and see if I can get out of here. Nope, I am completely stuck. Sugar, I need this guy to help me out here. Can't get out. Come on, let's get out here. Gotta be a way out. I am really stuck here. I might need help. I'm just getting deeper and deeper in trouble here. Come on. And I don't have chains. If you're gonna get stuck somewhere, this is the place to get stuck. Oh, come on. Oh no, I'm so stuck. No, I am completely wedged. My door is wedged. I can't even get out of this door. Ugh.
13 wide with a rear pilot coming up back there.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, you saw me. I just got stuck in this drift. I was trying to avoid you guys. Hang on. Nah. I think these guys are going to help me. I'm completely stuck. I don't know if he's got a tow strap, but I can't even open my door to get out. Oh, what a nightmare. Oh, here comes a big rig guy. Whoa. How you doing? Wow, these guys are huge. What's he gonna do? He's got chains. Is he gonna help? Yeah, he's gonna try and help me. I don't know what he's got though. I've got a recovery strap in the back and I've got a winch. So what I could do is unlock the winch and maybe these guys can pull me out. I can't even open my door. I can't even open my door. I'm wedged. So I've got a winch on the front that I could winch out with.
Yeah, let's hook you up. Let's hook the winch up.
Okay, I can't open my door. It's
Oh, climb on this one.
yeah.
Or either free spool it.
I can free spool it from here.
Free spool it.
Yeah. Okay. Is that good? Thanks for that. Okay, so the winch. Man. Luckily I've got the app on my phone, I can winch out. So he's just gonna hook me up to the back of his truck. And then I can winch out Oh, what a legend. Okay, so I'm in neutral. All good? Okay, let's try a winch. I'm in neutral. Just wanted to clear this first. Huh? Thank you. Okay, he's going to pull me forward a bit. Oh man, what a nightmare. Oh yeah. So I slid off the road there, and that's what happened. Whew. Thank you very much. I was trying to avoid you guys. Oh, wow. What a pain that was. Right, let's get out of here. Taking up enough of these guys' time as it is. Oh man, okay. Whew. Oh, wow. Man, that's what happens.
Long and heavy pulling out Yukon.
That's what happens. You take your eye off the road just for a second, and the thing is, because it's such a flat light, you can't see the huge drops. You can't see the really, really thick snow. If they hadn't been here, I would have had to get out, get my rescue boards, stick them under the wheels, and then drive out that way. So there's always a way out. But I did have the winch. Luckily, the winch came in handy. Oh, and that's what they used to pull me out as well. So, always have a winch. I've got a winch on my truck in New Zealand as well. It's the same hook, same setup. Oh, there's always something. It's always something. Assume the worst is going to happen. That's all you can do. All right, we've got 118 miles to Coldfoot. 118 miles. I need to calm down a bit, and let's just get there. At least I've got an oatmeal raisin cookie to have. Okay, we're on our way now. Okay, got another convoy up ahead. Still got 76 miles to go, 2 hours. He's just radioed me and said just to follow him. He's got a convoy up ahead and he'll guide me around them. Because as you can see, it's pretty much white out when these vehicles start moving in front of you. Without these guides to help you, it'd be really difficult on this highway getting past them. So just stay patient. Having the radio, it's a must on the Dalton Highway. Didn't have it last time. It was a nightmare. Having it really, really helps. So we'll see what sort of convoy of vehicles that we've got up ahead. And what happens is the big truck in the front that carries the massive load gets pushed from behind by the smaller truck with all those bricks on the back. So the guy that pulled me out onto the road earlier, he's the rear vehicle, the rear truck that pushes the other truck up the hill to help them gain traction. That's why he's carrying all that ballast in the back, so that they can push them up. It's quite a thing to behold, but it's the only way those trucks can make it up the hill. Otherwise their wheels would just spin because of the sheer weight of what they're carrying behind. They just don't have enough weight on their rear wheels to get up there. So yeah, that's what those second vehicles, those second trucks, the smaller ones with all that ballast are for, is to push them up the hills. But whether they use them for braking as well, I don't know. I doubt it. I think they just have to rely on their own brakes. But could be mistaken. Maybe they go in front and help them brake as well on the downhills, because they're really steep downhills. But it's the climbs that are just, yeah, crazy, going out towards Dead Horse direction, Coldfoot. Absolutely crazy climbs. Now I'm curious to see what sort of convoy this is, because he's picked me up a long way back from them. I can see a pilot vehicle way up ahead, but I can't see past this guy. But he'll tell me when it's safe to go.
Hey, you're good to come around for us.
Much appreciated.
Yes, sir, just an 11 wide up ahead.
Okay.
Thanks, Rick.
Thanks very much. It's a rental. Alright, so this truck behind is pushing the truck in front up the hill. Awesome. There you go. So friendly. Yeah, if you didn't catch that, he said that's a nice rig you've got there. Alright, we're off. Still keep going. The pilot vehicle is way up ahead, just to warn other people that they're coming up the hill as well. They take up most of the road. You can see the pipeline on the left. Over 800 miles. That contracts and expands 8 miles. Given the heat in the summer versus the winter. They have to heat the fluid, they have to heat the oil at those pump stations. I can't remember how often the pump stations are. Every 50 miles, every 100 miles, something like that. They keep the oil heated to stop it going really, really slowly, and to keep it flowing. It must always flow, cannot stop, has to keep going. Otherwise it could freeze in the pipe and then they'd have real problems. So this thing runs all the time, 24/7, 365 days a year, doesn't stop flowing. They slow the flow down, depending on the demand, but yeah, never stops. Alright, 72 miles, an hour and 45 minutes. Okay, and here is the Arctic Circle sign. This is the start of the Arctic Circle. So the camps, usually you can camp here, but in winter it's closed. No camping or overnight parking. Everything's shut down, the toilets are shut down. But here it is, the world famous Arctic Circle sign, Dalton Highway, Alaska, latitude 6633. We'll get out, have a quick photo. show you all about it. Whew, it's cold. Here we go. Arctic Circle. We're here, officially. Woohoo! Last time I was here, there were a bunch of people around, acting really weirdly. Not this time. Got it all to myself, and it is joyous. Awesome. Right, so we're heading north through the Arctic Circle, obviously. Next stop, Coldfoot. Let's get there. So we're at Prospect Creek. We've got another 1 hour to go to get to Coldfoot. Prospect Creek here, that pump station up there, pump station number 5, holds the record for the coldest temperature ever recorded in Alaska. I think it was minus 72, but that was here, somewhere around here at Prospect Creek. Imagine that, minus 70 here. Nightmare. These guys working on the pipeline. I don't know what year that was. It was probably before the pipeline was being built. So, yeah, just under 1 hour to go, 38 miles. Okay, Coldfoot, here we are. So Coldfoot Camp is on the right, but I know that there's a spot to park up on the left for camping overnight. But it's, what is it? It's 20 past 4. I'm gonna go and just check out the camp, see what's parked there at the garage and everything. Fill up my fuel, and then we'll probably cross over the road and come over here by the pipeline for the night and just chill out there. Seems like a good plan. Oh, there's a radar. Go around him. So all the trucks stop here. This is the last fuel stop until Dead Horse, which is another, whatever it is, 200 miles away. So this place fills up big time. Lots and lots of trucks here in the evening. It's very noisy. They run their engines all night. It's -2 Fahrenheit now. As you can see, there's a couple of trucks here now, but there'll be more later. So what I want to do is I want to go in, have a zesty drink, but first we'll fill up with fuel. Actually, you know what? I'll fill up with fuel in the morning because I'm going to use the heater overnight anyway. So better to have a completely full tank on the way over to Dead Horse. So we'll just pop in, gonna have a drink, maybe a hot chocolate. Should be good. Here we go. All right. So I'm gonna go in, grab a hot chocolate. All right, had a hot chocolate. Man, it's cold. Actually, there's a meter here. It is -4 Fahrenheit. Yeah. I don't know if their gauge is correct. Anyway, -4 Fahrenheit. Pretty chilly. Okay. Yeah, I definitely don't want to park here tonight. It's so loud. They leave these trucks running all night. And imagine if there's 10, 20 trucks. It's pretty quiet at the moment, but yeah, that would be, I've been here before and it's just incredibly loud. And these truck drivers either sleep in the back on the cabs or there's accommodation units as well. Right, let's go. So, our campsite, it's nothing special, but I need to stay near here anyway because I'm going to be refueling tomorrow. But the campsite is basically just by the pipeline, actually behind a police station. near to the visitor center, but everything is closed down at this time of year. So there is no visitor center. And there are cabins here, and I saw that they used to be on Airbnb, but that seems to have stopped now. Alright, here we go. So, straight across, I think is where I went. I will find it. I think it's basically by the airport. Yeah, Airport Road, here we go. So from memory, it is up here on the left. There's a little lay-by, little road. There's a police station up ahead. The airport is just up ahead. Hopefully this road is plowed. It was last time. Let's have a look. No, it's not plowed. Okay. But I can get down there, no problem. Let me show you around. So this is Coldfoot Station on the right, the DOT station, Department of Transport. So that's where all the snowplows operate from and everything. They'll be clocking off shortly, so it'll get quiet because it's now just turning 5 o'clock. So perfect timing. And then dead ahead is Coldfoot Airport, and there's a police station just here as well. What I love about Alaska is you can pretty much camp anywhere unless it says no camping specifically. So that's the airport up ahead, the runway. Down here are the state troopers. I've got to do a U-turn here. And this is the state trooper office here, which is obviously completely closed up. Doesn't look like that's been used for quite some time. All right, so that's a little tour of the area. I've checked, you know, there's nothing mega going on around here. It's pretty quiet, so we'll go and park up. There's actually a no camping sign at the airport there. Oh, these lights, they really reflect in. Takes a lot of getting used to. There's that lane, here it is. Okay, so I probably want four-wheel drive. I'm going to go in here, so I'll probably just do a turn here and go straight down there. So this is the access to the pipeline gate. There's obviously been some activity here. There's tracks here because the gate is here. And I camped here last time, nobody had a problem with it. You can hear ice rattling around on the roof. Yeah, this is the exact spot where I did it last time. All right, I'm gonna park up on the side here, bring you back. All right, let's have a look outside, see what we're up to. Oh, man, it's cold. -2 Fahrenheit. What a beautiful evening. Sun setting, crescent moon, mountains there, surrounded by trees. This is a very peaceful spot, and here's the pipeline. You probably won't be able to see this tomorrow morning when I go because it'll be dark, but I'll show it to you. Well, I'll quickly show it to you now. I can't stay out for very long. It's -2. I haven't got a jacket on. So what is that? -20 Celsius? Here it is. Please don't climb on the pipeline. Runs all the way along. 800 miles. And it goes underground here. Crispy. When it's this cold, it's just powdery, fluffy stuff. You can't make snowballs out of this. It's too cold. There's no moisture. Very dry. Right. We need to get in the back. Get the heating cranked up a bit. I need to bash this down so I could even just use the brush from the back. Look at this. My shovel broke. I've got to fix the shovel. Look how fluffy this snow is. It's lovely stuff. I don't think they've had a lot of snow here because it's just been so cold. Last week here it was -40. Right, okay, I need to take my bags in, get everything set up inside. Hopefully it's not a mess inside. Let's have a look. Oh dear, stuff has dropped. Hang on. What have I turned on? Lights. Okay. A pan fell over. That's okay. Not bad, considering the road we just came in. Right, I'm gonna get myself organized and we'll get in here. All right, let's get the tent popped up. Oh man, it's cold. This is definitely the coldest it's been. The tent is so cold, the hydraulics are slow to lift. Okay, let's get in, push this up more. All right, we're good. That's cold. Let's bring you in. That's so cold. -20. Oh. I know someone from Canada 100% is gonna say, oh, we get, you try, wait till you try -30. Just wait. It will be someone from Canada. It always is. Every time. I love Canada. I love Canadians. But it's always Canada. It's always a Canadian. Just always. Every single time. They just... I've got to tell you how cold it gets in Canada. Always do. It's like they got nothing else to brag about. So they brag about how cold it is. Right, I need to get it lit in here. Oh man, that was a shock. Oh man, that's bright. Okay, we're getting there. Took my breath away a bit. That was quite a long drive. I'm quite tired. I don't know what to do next. I'm discombobulated. I want to bring you back. It's getting nice and toasty in here. I had a lot of ice up on the top of the tent. So, first time I've seen it, -4 Fahrenheit outside. I'm not sure if the camera picks that up, but -4. That is Easily the coldest I've seen here. Up here, everything was frozen when I opened this. I'm hoping that by keeping this open a bit, some warm air is going to circulate up. You can see all the buttons here are frozen. That's ice. Up there, that's crunchy ice. And it's frozen right down to the bottom, and it's frozen against the frames. There doesn't seem to be a way to get the heat to circulate down there. I don't know how to do that. I haven't got a fan that I could do it. You'd have thought there would be a ducting to duct the heat up to it, but there just is no way. I'm sure someone will have a lot of ideas and the recommendations, but all I can try and do is stick these out as much as possible to let as much heat come up as possible. So I'm going to wedge things in here to push these out as much as I can. But I wish I had a fan to circulate the heat around. All right, I've got to find something and work this out. Here. So by sticking my trainers up, that's created a gap, and hot air should now be able to get its way up the sides here. No problem. That'll creep up, and I've cranked, absolutely cranked the thermometer, the thermostat. In fact, let's just whack it on full. I've put it on 80 Fahrenheit. So right now down here it's saying it's 68 Fahrenheit in here. This updates every so often. It's still -4 outside. I don't know if it's going to get any colder than -4. I'm assuming it is. So I'm going to be running this heating at full blast all night. I think at full blast it uses a gallon of fuel in 24 hours or overnight. I've got loads of fuel, and I'm going to be filling up anyway. So yeah, I think what would be good is if you had flexible piping to attach to this, to extend it up to here. That would be so handy. Or as I say, a fan, a battery powered fan. If I'd known, if I'd thought about it, or even a plug-in fan, I guess. I'd have put one up here. I'd have got one in town when I was there at Fairbanks. The other thing I can do is I've got a tent heater. Well, when I say tent heater, I've got a Mr. Buddy heater. Now, the only thing is they're gas. So if I do run this, I'm going to have to open the window slightly to let it vent. But I could run this in here just to really get some heat up there. So I'm going to give that a go and see how it goes, and I'll bring you back and show you if it's working or not. But just to boost the heat up there. All right, let's try this. So make sure this is off. So push to ignite, off 30 seconds start. So there's no on or anything, you just push. I see. Interesting. Okay, and then that goes in its little stand, which doesn't seem very secure to me. Maybe you've really got to wedge it on. Okay. Anyway, let's give this a go. Right. All right, we've got a flame. Okay, we're in business. Right, I'm going to open the windows just slightly, just to vent these fumes, because we've got a carbon monoxide alarm and we don't want to set that off. All right, that's cranking now. Just open this enough to vent the gases. All right, check it out. That is on, and that is giving off a whole ton of heat. So what I could do is move it to the corner here. Don't let it touch the edges or anything. And that's going to pump a whole load of heat up here. I could run this at bedtime on the bed. I could get it ready and put it down there in the back just to get some extra heat in there at that corner. We'll see. But that might be a good option actually, is to preheat everything before I go to bed. Just lie on the bed up there with the heating set. That might be a good solution. Right, I might leave that running for a while just to superheat this roof area, see if it melts off any of this frost. And then we'll think about maybe some dinner. It's still a bit early, 6 o'clock. I'm just doing some editing still, so maybe I'll finish that and then we'll do dinner. And then I really want to have a cigar. Right, dinner. I'm hungry, I need to eat. I'm gonna do one of my camping meals again. This is a Peak Refuel sweet pork and rice, shredded pork with rice, vegetables with brown sugar glaze. It's got 40 grams of protein, this thing. 40 grams. I've got to say, of all the meals I've been trying so far, these Peak Refuel seem to be the best. Better than Mountain House. And definitely better than Backcountry Pantry or whatever it's called. Oh wow, that smells amazing. And look at this, huge chunks of pork, look. Look at all this, that's amazing. Okay, so glasses on. Carefully add 1 1/4 cup, 10 ounces of boiling water in the pouch. Stir well, zip close, let it stand for 10 minutes. And that's it. Okay, 10 ounces. So again, you know, these things are quick, convenient when you're tired. You don't want to be cooking up a whole load of meat, and also it's so cold outside that you're going to stink the place out because you've got to have a window open. It's going to be freezing, absolutely freezing. So you just can't do it in certain conditions. Now, if you've ever camped out in these conditions, I tell you, I'm going to have this heating running all night. So according to this, the temperature outside is now -5 Fahrenheit. -5 Fahrenheit. I don't even know what that is. -5 Fahrenheit. Hey, let's ask Siri. Hey Siri, what is -5 Fahrenheit in Celsius? -20.56. So it's -21. -21 Celsius. And I tell you, this thing's going to struggle tonight. This is so cold. The wall of the tent. And there's nothing I can do about it. It's not insulated. Zero I can do about it. Tonight, I'm wondering if I sleep with my head up that end and my feet down this end, so they stay warmer. And just close it completely and lie in there. I don't know. Complete conundrum. I just don't know what to do. I'll work it out. But I'm going to have this heating running all night. Imagine if the heating failed, then I would definitely have to get my sleeping bag out of the truck. I could make a hot water bottle as well, I guess. I just don't want to have to do any of that stuff. I'd rather it was insulated up there, but it isn't, so it is what it is. Okay, so we need, what was it, 10 ounces. So this MSR switch has got a marker in here somewhere. I can't read what that says. 2 cups. Oh, and 0.6 of a litre. What was this? It was 10 ounces. Oh, 1 1/4 cup. Okay. My eyes. It's from years of working in the investment bank, looking at big screens. It's finally caught up to my eyes. That's a little bit too much water. That'll be fine. Okay. I need to open the window a little bit. Get that to a boil. I love this stove. I know I've said it already, but I really do love this stove. MSR switch. I think this is now my new favorite stove to use. Even to cook my burgers on. It was so easy, so quick. This burner is so powerful. Yeah, I really like it. Oh, God, I need this. Right. Shouldn't be long. Definitely don't want to add too much steam in here. Okay, by the way, it's now -6. Look at this. Good Lord, look. Can you see that? -6. I wonder how much this is going to drop. Okay. Whoa, why is it leaking? Oh, hang on. I dripped that outside of the pan, that's why. Okay. And that was my silly mistake. Right, so you give it a stir. Oh, that smells fantastic. Oh, sweet and sour. I'm so ready for this. It smells very spicy as well. I can smell it. Oh, I can smell so much in this. It smells of Mexican. I guess that's sweet pork and rice. I thought it would be Chinese, but actually it's Mexican. Okay. What did it say? 10 minutes. Hey Siri, set timer. 10 minutes. And it's done. Alright, and just like that, we're good to go. Put it down here near the heater. Keep it warm. 10 minutes. Oh, cracker zesty. Diet Dr. Pepper. It's definitely my favourite. Oh yeah. And then we'll have more water later. We'll have a hot chocolate. And then we will go outside in -6. And we will have a cigar. For that, I'm going to need my, I don't know if I need my massive jacket. Nah, this one should do. No, I am going to need my massive jacket. Wow. Right, 10 minutes. Okay, while we're waiting for that, let's just pop out and start the truck up. I want to give it a boost. I'm going to do this every hour. I'm going to run it for a bit. Because, yeah, -6. I mean, oh. Oh, wow, the moon, crescent moon. Let's close that. Okay. It's just crazy cold. Okay, yeah, I want to heat. I got to keep this engine warm. Okay, that's good. Yeah, and then I've got to do this every so often. -7. Holy moly. So it's -22, -23 Celsius, -7. Okay. Fun times. I think we've got to bring our... I think I've got to bring my big jacket, my Canada Goose Expedition parka, and my big boots in. Get them warm. Because it's going to be freezing putting these on otherwise. And my boots as well. So that, and my boots, my -100 boots, which turns out I do need. There we go. Oh, I tell you what, I wouldn't be so confident in the van that I had last year as I am in this one. Yes, that was insulated and that had heating as well, but the engine was just terrible. It really struggled and then eventually gave up. Whoa. So yeah, while a van seems great, gives you a lot more room and blah, 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 maybe a little bit more comfortable, comes with other issues, namely reliability and ability. Oh, that's got to heat up in here. So my Canada Goose, this is by far my warmest coat, my parka. It's insanely warm, this thing. That'll do a great job. And my Baffin boots, I can't remember what they're called. So Snow Max, something like that. I don't know. But these are polar rated. I just can't remember what they're called. They're insanely warm, and they've got a felt liner in the bottom as well, just to double whammy. Oh, ow, just banged my elbow on that. There's a lot of sharp things you've got to be careful of in here. And then I can ditch, when I go to turn the engine off, I'll ditch some stuff from in here. I won't need these two coats. Okay, right. -7. Fun. Okay, with time. So give it a stir. Sweet pork and rice. This smells so good. Now, you know what I'm going to do? I hate eating out of those packets. To hell with the washing up. I don't mind it. I'm gonna be civil. Let's have it in a bowl. This is a big portion. What did I say it was? 40 grams of protein. Oof. Look at this. What a meal. Mexican in Alaska. Beans, pork, rice, some peppers, I think chilies, sweet corn. Look at that. This is proper stuff. Okay, bon appetit everybody. Big chunks of chicken. Look at that. It's massive. Oh yeah. Oh, it's sweet. It's nice. It is sweet. I'm happy. What more could you need from a camping trip? First of all, by the way, that Dalton Highway that I just came in on, it was a wreck. I think Buddy would have struggled with a lot of that. My camper van wouldn't have had the power. It would have struggled for some traction. It would have shaken it to death. This thing eats up the miles on those highways. Massive wheels, so comfortable. I hit some enormous cave-ins on the road. There's so many of them where the road is dipped because of permafrost being affected. And this just handles it beautifully. Even my Ford Ranger couldn't handle it like that. This is one very well set up rig. I would, without doubt, rent this again. Shredded pork is lovely. Alright everyone, I'm going to devour this and then we'll go and have a cigar somehow. Might try and walk to the airport and back. Okay, suited and booted. I've got a My Father Series SF cigar. It is -7 or 8 still. Engine is now cut off. It cuts off after 1 hour. I mean, you can change that setting, but it's perfect. and my batteries are 100%. Let's do this. So it's minus 23 Celsius. Okay. Now I have got full gloves with me. So I'm not going to put the big red lights on because I don't want to attract any attention. Is it defrosted in here? Yeah, it's pretty warm in here. That's good. I think I've left the door open. I have left the door open. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to put the big red lights on because they stand out like a sore thumb. Gosh, everything's really frozen on the front. Alright, let's light up the cigar. Light them if you got them. Whew, feeling it on my legs. And these are insulated Carhartt jeans as well. Maybe I should have worn leggings underneath them as well. Okay, so definitely gloves on weather because it's that cold. These temperatures are no joke, you know? You don't want to mess around in them. I'm even going to smoke with both gloves on. There's no way. I'm getting frost nip on my fingers. So, let's go for a walk. And see what's around the corner. We might see some animals. I don't know. Look, that's very discreet. Can't see the truck. There's nothing. No lights showing, nothing. You wouldn't know it was there at all. Pitch black. I can't believe the temperature. I thought it was going to be milder. Even though I came prepared for these temperatures and colder, I came prepared for negative 60. My sleeping bag is negative 60. Yeah, I just didn't know how bad it was going to get. I think the coldest temperature we're going to see on this trip is negative 30 Celsius. If we see minus 40, that will be minus 40 Fahrenheit as well. That's where they converge. I think, or is it negative 30? No, I think it's negative 40. Oh, they are working. Department of Transport is working. I see a truck there. Interesting. Oh well. Workers never sleep. Maybe they're spreading gravel, grit or something. Yeah, you can't tell my truck is there at all. It's completely out of view because it's pitch black. So the highway is that way and the airport is down here. So Department of Transport got all these heated buildings for maintenance. Cool. Man, I'm glad I'm wearing gloves. And I'm glad I'm wearing these thick First light gloves. Any colder though, and I don't think these will do. I think these won't be enough. I've got my mitts, my Rab expedition mitts, and they're good down to I don't know what, colder than these, because they got down insulation. Now, it'd be interesting if we see any animals come walking out. Last time there was a moose that walked past the van. I just didn't see it, but the moose prints were there. I don't know if these guys live here or not, because we are in the middle of nowhere. Tell you what, it's nice to have a cigar to round out the evening. So this trip so far, so this will be video number 4. I've decided, which you probably already know by now, to release one every 2 weeks, and they will be released in series. The reason I didn't think I wanted to do that was just because I thought people would be bored of a series. I thought they'd want it interspersed with some New Zealand stuff, but no, apparently they don't. So fine, it's easier for me to do it that way. Every 2 weeks, new video. What's going on in the world? I've avoided politics so far on this trip. And to be honest, I'm quite enjoying it. I haven't even watched any TV. I've got to finish Landman 2. By the time this video comes out, which will be end of February, I guess, I'll have watched it all, I'll have done it all, and the news will have changed. So who knows? But on this day, what's happened anywhere? I don't know. We've had some massive storms in New Zealand. People missing at campsites. It's caused all sorts of problems. America wants Greenland, or I should say Trump does. And he just spoke at the WEF conference today, I think. Yeah. Doesn't mean anything, because by the time this video comes out, that will be old news. Who knows? By then you might have a block of Greenland that you own. But I have no view on it either way. If they can buy it, as you know the saying, everything's got a price. Everything is for sale. Just is. You just got to name the right price to the right people, and it usually happens. No camping on the ramp. Oh, interesting. So hang on. So state troopers, no through traffic. And it says no camping on the ramp. But, so that means what? You can camp here? Next to the airport. That's interesting. I don't know what that means. Is that a squirrel? No, that's got to be bigger than a squirrel. That must be a squirrel. It's gone there and climbed up that tree. There's the tracks. There's a house back there. Oh, maintenance shed. Maintenance. Okay. Danger. Keep away from runway. Okay. Stop. Authorized personnel only. Oh, I can't go any further. Oh, I guess that's the runway. Gosh. So this is the airport. What did it mean about no camping on the ramp? I don't know. There's a building all lit up over there. I'm assuming that's to do with the very sophisticated. Okay, so you could fly into here. You could fly into Coldfoot then. A lot of stars out. Might see Aurora. some sort of track there. No, it's just people have walked through there. Lots of little animal tracks. Spooky. Leave a message in the comments if you get freaked out by my evening walks alone. Middle of nowhere. Potentially with wolves. Let's go down this way. I saw that there was a path had been cleared somewhere. And one of these is definitely like, that's just private. These accommodate, there are some houses here that used to be on Airbnb. I've learned from my last trip that I'm only going to stay now at places that have a shower. Because that's why I want to stop at places, is to have a shower. And also occasionally do laundry. So you might be asking, what am I doing about a shower then? What am I doing to stay clean? Wet wipes, baby. Got a massive couple of bags of wet wipes. It's literally what you do. Just wet wipes. It's good enough for a baby. Good enough for me. And then someone said, what about ablutions? Well, I pee outside. And for number twos, well, there is a portable toilet that I can use. You literally just poo in a bag. I haven't used it yet. I've been able to stop off at places. Oh, I have used it, because I used it at Thompson Pass. Okay, yeah, I have used it. I just forgot. Yeah, because I was there 72 hours, so I had no choice. There was nowhere else to go. I could have walked up to the dock compound and asked to use their toilet, but I didn't. So I think this is all airport facilities. Must be. No, this is State Trooper. Oh, so this is the police. Huh. So I wonder if they live here. Well, there's no footsteps going in here at all. So I'm guessing no. Alaska Wildlife Troopers, Coldfoot Post. If this post is not staffed, please call Fairbanks Trooper Dispatch. Oh, okay. Okay, so... wait. Where are we now? Hang on, that's the runway. Oh, so you end up on the airport if you come this way. I see, so there's the runway over there. Okay. This is a hangar door. So the state troopers are using a hangar. Oh, maybe they've got their own plane or helicopter or something. But nothing here looks like it's been used for ages. So it doesn't actually look like there's been any state troopers here for a long time. There's no prints. It's all covered in snow. Yeah. It's all sealed up for winter. Makes sense. Alright, so all alone. But it's running the heating all the time in there. I guess they have to. Whole thing freezes up. Cool. I've also been watching a lot of Asmongold on YouTube. I find him quite based, find him quite honest. Don't always agree with him, but majority of the time I do agree with him. I guess you could say he's conservative. He's right of centre, which is probably what I am. I'm right of centre. I'm most definitely 100% not far right. Not really much around here, is there? I really am kind of isolated, except for the dot site. The dot centre opposite me, which is actually a bit reassuring, but also Coldfoot Camp is literally 1 minute away on the other side of the highway. If my heating broke down, if I was buggered, whatever, I could just go there. That would be easy enough. Right. Well, considering it's -8 Fahrenheit, I am toasty warm. Got a good beanie. Got the best jacket. The Canada Goose Expedition. This thing, I haven't even got the hood on, but this thing is amazing. I love this thing, so warm. I've got just a t-shirt on underneath, that's it. I haven't even got layers on. I've got my Carhartt insulated jeans on. They've got like a thick lining. I could have worn leggings underneath or a bib, windproof trousers over the top. If it was breezy, definitely I would do that. And obviously my Baffin, are these called Snow Monster? I can't remember. Just amazing boots. Love these things. Toasty feet, so toasty. And these gloves, these First Light winter gloves, they're doing a phenomenal job. So when you've got the right gear, honestly, you can go out on anything. Right, everyone, I'm gonna go back, have put hot chocolate on. Just looking at prints. Yeah, hot chocolate time. See you back at the truck. That was a good walk. It's toasty hot in here. It's lovely. Now, sorry if you're getting a little bit of wind noise from the fan. Let me try and move you a bit just in case. Is that better? Hope so. Yeah, it's toasty in here. Freezing out there. It's time for a hot chocolate. I love this truck. I love this setup. I think the only thing that would probably make it better is if you had access to the cabin at the front as well, and you didn't have to come in through the back every time. That would make it better. I'm really thinking now about trying to get something like this in New Zealand and getting rid of my truck. I love my truck, I really do. But it's just a transport tool. That's it. You can't sleep in it. I've tried. I'm too big for it. It doesn't work. So maybe I'll look at swapping it for something that does something like this, where it pops up. And then I can customize it, make it my own features in it. There's something I can sleep in. Ideally, something that you can sleep in without having to pop the tent as well. But I don't want a van, I want an off-road vehicle. Something that can do it. Maybe something like a Toyota Trooper. The old Troopies. That could work. But I'll have a look and see. But the thought of, because if I went up to say Mars in 80km/h winds, I wouldn't want to pop up a tent. I'd want to be able to sleep in the van, in the truck, in the whatever it is. So, and I know I've got Buddy. Buddy is awesome. I love my camper van so much. But not great for really long distances. It doesn't have the power. So if I want to do a really long road trip, it's a lot of effort with Buddy. And Buddy is perfect if I've got the dog with me. But if I'm going to some places like Mount Cook, by a horse, place like that, where I'm not allowed to take Bernie, but I do still want to go in the snow, then something like a Troopy would be fantastic. It really would. And it would just mean that if the stuff hits the fan, then I don't have to set up a tent. I don't even have to set up a pop-up tent. I can just stay in the truck and be absolutely fine. It would need to have heating, cooking supplies, battery equipment, everything else like that. So I'll look into doing something like that. Okay, hot chocolate. My mint hot chocolate. That was quicker than I thought. Lovely. I am so happy in here. Knowing the temperature outside. You know what would be really cool is, well, you know, I've done it, I guess. I've been in blizzards now in this. Heavy snow. And now the coldest temperature I've had in here. -8. -23. And I've not had to stress about anything except the roof wanting to come down because I hadn't cleared away the snow on the top. And it got wet, icy, full and heavy. It was that thick over that area. It must have weighed over 100 kilos. So it just pushed. A bit of wind caught it just as I lowered the bed and it just went whack. It wanted to come down. So that's the only thing that's happened. Yeah. Well, it's been a good evening, a great day, a long, hard drive. I'm going to sit back, watch a movie, drink this hot chocolate, bring you back at dinner time, bedtime. Thanks for coming on this one, everyone. Right, all tucked in. You see the bottom of the bed. It's completely frozen. Look at this. Look at these white things of ice. It's just... those white things are meant to be black, like that up there. But they're metal fasteners and they're frozen solid. And then if I look down the bottom here, it's all glistening, completely frozen. Look at that. There's no way to defrost that. It's just solid ice. Because that bit's exposed, completely exposed. It's not above the truck, it's got no heating getting to it. I've got my coat over my feet. I've moved the whole bed up, so my feet aren't now down there. I'm now sleeping on this. So I've got the whole bed thing down here. There's a small gap for heat to come through, and there is heat coming through here. I can feel it. Definitely heat coming through, but there's a gap there and there's a gap on that side, and that's it. That's the only way for the heat to get up here. I think it would be much better if this was vented properly. I've got the windows open just slightly so that humidity doesn't build up here and freeze and make it worse. Better to have it a bit cold. But I've got thick wool socks on. Got my pajamas on, my merch. These are warm pajamas. I always wear these. I've never been cold in these ever. I could feel the hot air coming up, but it's so faint. But it's better than having my feet right down at the end. There's just no other way to do it. There really isn't. The walls, look at them, they're frozen. only there was a way to get the vent from there to come up that front bit, but it can't because, yeah, it just can't. The overhang, that's overhanging the truck itself, not the rear canopy. So there really is no way to get heat up there. The only thing that would work would be some sort of an electric blanket, but then you're going to suck the power really badly. You'd use a lot of battery with an electric blanket. You'd have to have the inverter on. So yeah, you'd burn a lot of power. And I don't want to do that. I need the power to run the diesel heater and my lighting at my Starlink. The other thing I could do, if I got cold, is get in the sleeping bag. That's the last resort. But I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be fine. I don't want to have to go outside and get my sleeping bag. No, I'll be fine. Once I get under this quilt, especially with my coat on my feet there, that's going to get toasty very soon. Because my coat is so thick and heavy. That's a great layer. And it's water resistant, so it doesn't matter if it gets pushed up against it. I think any colder than my -8, if it gets colder in the next few days, then I'll bring my sleeping bag in and use that. It's just so massive. I don't even think this thing would close with my sleeping bag on. Now I wish I brought a quilt with me, but they don't make quilts that go down to that temperature. You have to use multiple ones. I didn't have the luggage space for all of that. Right. Well, I think we're going to draw this video to a close. We've done a lot. Dog sledding, Aurora watching, a lot of driving, got stuck, got dug out, winched out. It's been fun. I've had a good time. So far I've had a fantastic time. So tomorrow I'm up pretty early. I've got to drive all the way to Dead Horse. It's over a 5-hour drive, 5.5-hour drive. It's a long way. And I've got basic accommodation booked there, 1 room. I just booked it on Airbnb because I want to have a shower and stuff like that, just to relax. Because then coming back, I'm going to do a wild camp. So yeah, why not? It's right there. All right, everybody. So thank you for coming on this one. I hope you've enjoyed it. And thank you, as usual, to all of our YouTube members, everyone who likes, subscribes, comments, all of our Patreon members, Buy Me a Coffee members, everyone who's bought merch, thank you so much. And everyone on our Facebook groups, Instagram, X, and all the other social media platforms. Thank you so much for coming along on this, and thanks to everyone who clicked subscribe and like as well. Catch you again soon with Tony from AB Camping in Alaska. Bye, everybody.